नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकाम्। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य। Can we close that window? The curtain? Yeah. Curtains. प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So the topic today is kindly picked by our Mansi Ganga Mataji, and that is pastimes of Srimati Radharani. Does everybody approve of that topic? That wasn't a loud enough Haribol. For Radharani, it has to be a lot more than that. One more time. Okay, now I'm starting to hear it. So, our Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami wrote this Radhikashtakam to sing the glories of Radharani and to pray to Radharani. So, if those devotees who want to pray to Radharani can use this Radhikashtakam, what I am about to show you total is a 1 week long seminar, but I'm just going to show you the first day of it. We will sing just one verse out of the Ashtakam because this Sunday feast class is very short. So here it is in front of you. Can everybody read that? Is there a little kartal? There's a little kartal in my bag. If there... So the first line is a little higher and the second line is a little lower. If you can. Kumkumata kanchanabja garvahari garabha Kumkumata kanchanabja garvahari garabha Pitananchitabjagandha Kirti Nindi Sarabha Sabjagandha Ballavesha suno sarva vanchitartha sadhika Mayamatma pada padma dasya dastu radhika Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki, ISKCON New Jersey ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. So the first line of this Radhikashtakam tries to glorify Srimati Radharani, and then in the last line there is a prayer. The prayer is, always bestow upon me the service of her lotus feet. Maya Matma Pada Padma Tasya Dastu Radhika. I always want what? The service to her lotus feet. She is our topmost devotee. So, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami starts to mention that may that Srimati Radhika, whose bodily complexion is the beauty of golden lotus flower tinged with kumkum. So if you want to describe something, you want to find some kind of parallel. That what I am describing is something like that. So he is trying to find something parallel to the beauty of Srimati Radharani. And what can you find? So he is finding the most beautiful flower that there can be, the golden lotus. And then he is not happy with that. The golden lotus, yeah, it's most beautiful thing, but still not comparable to Srimati Radharani. So he puts kumkum on top. You want to make anyone more beautiful, you put kumkum on top, right? We become more beautiful by putting kumkum on top. We do. Put more kumkum on top here and more beautiful. So similarly, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is trying to add the kumkum, and then he's talking about the bodily fragrance, whose bodily fragrance reproaches the fame of the lotus sprinkled with saffron powder. He's trying to talk about. So if you try to describe somebody, first you describe maybe their bodily complexion, and then he's trying to describe the fragrance coming out of her body. All kinds of fragrances are coming out of our bodies, right? None of them are any good, I'm sorry to say. But similarly, all kinds of fragrances come out of Srimati Radharani's body and Krishna's body, of course. But they are beautiful fragrances, opposite of the fragrances that come out of our bodies naturally. So naturally, very beautiful fragrances come out. So Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is trying to describe the beauty at the first look of Srimati Radharani. And here is Srimati Radharani's mood. If you look at this slide, what do you see? Yes, that's what you see. But what you see is not true. She is not looking at the picture of Krishna. She is actually looking at a mirror. She is looking at a mirror, and instead of seeing herself, she is seeing Krishna. The mood of Srimati Radharani is that she thinks that Krishna is so beautiful, may he never look at a mirror. Because if he notices or he looks at himself in the mirror, he thinks we are beautiful. But then he will find out what the real beauty is, then he would not look at us. That is Srimati Radharani's mood. That Krishna is so beautiful that our beauty in front of him is nothing. So he thinks we are beautiful and he is attracted to us, and that's well and good, but that will only happen until he sees himself. So may he not look at a mirror. For boys, looking at the mirror is not all that common. Not these days, everybody wants to look at the mirror, but one thing can be said that experts have told us, that if you see a woman, a young girl, standing at the sink and washing her face, that means you understand she's not going anywhere anymore. She washed off her face, all the makeup is off, and she's staying at home now. And if you see a boy engaged in the same activity, you can right away guess he's going somewhere. He's washing his face. So there's a little bit of a contrast. The boys are not known to wash their face so much unless and until they have to go someplace. If that. So there's a little difference. In any way, I'm just trying to explain the mood of Srimati Radharani. Although she is so beautiful, but her mood is that Krishna is so beautiful. And wherever she sees Krishna. That is Prem Bhakti. Srimati Radharani is the Bhakti Shiromani. She is the topmost of all the devotees. So of course she is completely fixed in Krishna Prema or Prema Bhakti. The highest level of Bhakti there is, Srimati Radharani is fixed in that. And when you get to that level of Bhakti, one of the things that happens to your consciousness, you become completely Krishna conscious, meaning wherever you see Krishna. Whatever you notice Krishna. You look at anything and you don't see that, you see Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness at the Prem Bhakti level. And Radharani is at that. So she's been handed, you see, the girls there have just finished decorating or whatever you call it, makeup and the flowers hanging on the side and everything. And they have handed her the mirror now to look at herself. Instead of looking at herself, she is seeing Krishna in the mirror. It is actually a mirror. Similarly, similar pastime over here. Krishna is trying to do her hair. And he has handed a mirror to her. That look, I am fixing your hair. You just keep a watch. Am I doing a good job with your hair or not? Of course, we would want that. But Radharani, because she is a devotee, she is not worried. What he is going to do to my hair, I don't care. But right now, I have the opportunity to see him. He is sitting right behind me. I can't see him that way because then he won't be able to do my hair. But he has handed me the mirror, so it is my opportunity to see Krishna. So many people have painted this Leela, this pastime I'm going to tell you about today. But first, I'm just showing you some slides of how many people have painted the same Leela. You may come across them here and there and may not understand what is going on in this Leela. Everybody cares to look at their own self if somebody is fixing their hair or whatever, but not Srimati Radharani. She just wants to look at Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. Now you see, another time at home, somebody is fixing her hair, some other gopi. And in the mirror, she is still seeing Krishna fixing. And here, you see, she's just casually walking by a mirror at home. Just casually walking by a mirror at home. And what do we do when we walk by a mirror at home? We look at ourselves, of course. But even then, she is not looking at herself. She sees Krishna in the mirror. That's the Leela that's happening over here. See, in the Vedic time, there's not so many mirrors. Mirrors are very hard to find. And not people are not used to of looking at the mirror so much until the smartphones come out and you can look at yourself anytime. There's always a mirror with you. And while you're at it, click a few selfies as well. We are so obsessed with ourselves. Please nobody take it personally. I'm just making a general statement. We are so obsessed with ourselves, our own selfies, how I look, how I look from this angle and that angle and the other angle. But Radharani is obsessed with Krishna. That is bhakti. That is a devotee. She is perfect example of a devotee. So not having so many mirrors, and in the Vedic time, the women go in the morning to the river to take a bath. And they like to go before it's too much light out. They like to go when it's kind of dark, just before the sunrise. And when they get ready, they're finished taking a bath, putting their clothes on. Of course, they're not carrying a mirror, but they want to look into Yamuna to see how they look. Normal, common. And here, Radharani is trying to do the same thing. She's at the bank of Yamuna. She's just taken a bath and dressed up. And now she's trying to look at herself in the Yamuna. And what does she see? So this Leela is from Imlitala. You know Imlitala? Who's been to Imlitala? Some devotees have been to Imlitala. What about Sevakunj? How many have been to Sevakunj? Oh, most people have not been to anywhere. How many have been to Vrindavan here? Oh, many more. Where do you go to Vrindavan if you don't go to Sevakunj? Sevakunj is the capital of Vrindavan. I will explain you why Sevakunj is the capital of Vrindavan. You know, Krishna wasn't born in Vrindavan. Where was he born? Mathura. And Krishna didn't have a home in Vrindavan. Where did he live? Nandgaon. And Radharani did not live there. She lived in Barsana. Why is Vrindavan so important? It is so important because Seva Kunj is in Vrindavan. Seva Kunj is the most important place in Vrindavan. We will tell you in a few slides. This is another view of the Seva Kunj. And Seva Kunj in order to fit it in one slide, we had to take the artist's rendering of how the Seva Kunj is going to be like. So the importance of the Seva Kunj is, to understand the importance of Seva Kunj, we have to understand the most important Leela of Krishna in Vrindavan. What is the most important Leela of Krishna in Vrindavan? Or what is the most controversial Leela also of Krishna in Vrindavan? It is the Ras Leela. So Rasa Leela, now if you go to so many places, different places in the Vrajdham, they will say, oh, Ras Leela took place here. You go to another place, they will say Ras Leela took place here. Another place, Ras Leela took place here. So they may be all correct actually, because there are 6 different places where Ras Leela took place. Krishna performed the Ras Leela in 6 different places. And 3 of those 6 places are close to the Radha Kund area. That makes the Radha Kund area so important. But what makes the Seva Kunj so important? There are 6 seasons in a Vedic calendar. 6 seasons. So every season, Krishna would have the Ras Leela in a different location. So 6 seasons and 6 Ras Leela places. So Seva Kunj is one of the Ras Leela places. You see in this slide over here, you see my pointer? Laser pointer. You see my pointer? So this here is the exact spot where Ras Leela takes place. So why Prabhuji Seva Kunj is so important? It's only one of the 6. It is most important one of the 6 because in the month of Kartik, the Ras Leela takes place here. So that's why this is the capital of Krishna's pastimes, because the most beautiful pastime of Krishna Leela, Ras Leela, took place over here. So what used to happen is, as you know, that Krishna in the Ras Leela seems to be dancing with every gopi. Next to every gopi, between 2 gopis, there's Krishna. But those are Krishna's expansions. There is Krishna in between. In the middle, there is Krishna, and the others are expansions. The other expansions, soon as the Ras Leela ends, will all come and merge into Krishna, and one Krishna will walk out of the Ras Leela. So that Krishna is always dancing with Srimati Radharani, never dancing with anybody else. Always with Srimati Radharani. So what happens? Sometimes Krishna gets extra enthusiastic, lots of dancing and fast dancing, and Radharani's hair become loose. Radharani is so chaste, Srila Prabhupada said, she's so chaste that she doesn't like loose hair. So it is in a public place. So she leaves the place when her hair is loose or something or the other she's needing. She would leave the place and go to another place. She would leave the Ras Leela and go. But Krishna is always having one eye on Srimati Radharani. He sees everybody, but one eye always on Srimati Radharani. So when Srimati Radharani leaves, Krishna finds out. It's not that so many gopis are there and so he would not find out if Srimati Radharani left. So soon he finds out, and there is a place where they are supposed to meet. If Radharani leaves the Ras Leela, there is a place where she is supposed to go. And that place is called Imlitala. We'll tell you more about Imlitala further, but the name of that place is Imlitala. It is close to Sevakunj, walkable distance from Sevakunj. And that is Imlitala. So one time, Krishna went there because he saw that Srimati Radharani left. So he went to Imlitala, and Srimati Radharani is not there. So he sat there waiting for Srimati Radharani to come. As we are all trying to be Krishna conscious because we are members of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness, Krishna is not trying to be Krishna conscious. He is Krishna. He is trying to become a member of International Society for Radharani Consciousness. So when he sits down and meditates on Radharani and Radharani only, then he gets in the mood of Radharani, and even his physical complexion changes. How Radharani is golden complexion. Whoever said Krishna was golden complexion? Nobody ever says that. Krishna was not golden complexion. So now you can see in this slide that this is Krishna in the golden complexion. Why? Because he is sitting there meditating upon Radharani, and he has become completely Radharani conscious, so he became like Radharani. He has the murli, he has the morpunk, and the gopis come by and they notice, oh my God, who is this? Looks like Krishna, but golden complexion. Who is this? What is going on here? So the gopis, they try to find out, and they feel that something happened to Krishna. That's why he is looking all pale, white, to their translation. He's looking pale, he's looking white. So they panic, and they send out the gopis all over the place. Go and find where is Srimati Radharani. Only she can deal with him when he is not himself. So the gopis go around all over the place, and they find out that in one of the Vrindavan Kunjagali, Srimati Vranda Devi has decided that day that I don't want to remain the queen of Vrindavan, because Vrindavan is Vrindavan, Vrindavan. So the queen of Vrindavan is Vranda. But that day, Vranda decided, I don't want to remain the queen of Vrindavan. I want Radharani to become the queen of Vrindavan. So they somehow got Radharani to agree, and they are doing a Abhishek, Panchamrit Abhishek of Srimati Radharani to crown her as the queen of Vrindavan. Of course, they are doing this Panchamrit with all her clothes on, as you can see. She's got all her clothes on, and she's having this Panchamrit Abhishek. And the gopis come running, and they say, Radha, Radha, come, take a look. What happened to Krishna? He's not looking himself. Can you please come and take a look at him? And seeing the gopis so panicked, Radharani also panics, and she runs. And you know what happens if you run with all your clothes wet? You fall very quickly. You don't want to run with wet clothes. You can walk. But if you run with the wet clothes, you fall. So Radharani fell. And now she is asking, what is under my feet? What did I slip on? So the gopis are saying that that was Imli, tamarind. So she was under the tamarind tree. This is Imli Tala pastime. That is, the Imli is tamarind tree. So she cursed the Imli. Why does the Imli ripe in Vraj? Since that day, Imli doesn't ripe in Vraj. It just remains kacha and then falls off. So the Imli got cursed, and finally Srimati Radharani makes it back to Krishna, and she asks Krishna, what happened to you? The gopis are so worried. They're so panicked. Everybody is in a panic. What are you doing? Why are you scaring the gopis? What is happening to you? And without Krishna saying anything, Krishna is looking at her with his loving glance, and she understands that he turned that way because he did not see me for a little bit. He's been missing me. So now, Radharani has mixed moods. This is a good mood, but then there's another mood. What? You cannot bear my separation for such a small time? A few minutes are so hard for you. What about us? Have you ever thought about us? How much separation we have to tolerate? And you could not tolerate a little bit of separation. Radharani is mad at Krishna now. That you are so weak-hearted, Krishna. You cannot handle anything. You got to be strong. Look at us. We handle separation from you for such a long time, and we are not giving up. And look at you. Just in a short period of time, look at you. You don't even look like Krishna anymore. You have turned into golden complexion. So, at this point, Radharani actually challenges Krishna that you are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You don't really understand what the devotees go through. You are the Supreme Personality of Godhead. You don't understand what we go through, the devotees. We have to handle so much vipralamba. We miss you. We are killing ourselves with separation, but we're still carrying on. We're still doing everything that we have to do. So Krishna challenges her back. Why do you do it? Why do you do it? Radharani says that there is a special rasa. This is a special taste. This is called the vipralamba bhav. When we are separated from you, we are feeling that separation bhav, we are in a special rasa. And Krishna is now surprised. Rasa? You are in a nectar? You are saying that it is separation and you're, feeling that way, but you are saying that it's nectar also? How come? What kind of nectar is that? So Radharani challenges Krishna back. That is a nectar, Krishna, that you cannot taste. Only devotees can do it. Only devotees can feel separation from Krishna. Krishna does not feel separation that way from devotees, and Krishna especially cannot feel separation from Krishna. So Radharani says that here is this nectar that only devotees can enjoy. You cannot, Krishna. So at that point, Krishna is challenged. Of course, who can challenge Krishna? He fires back. He said, okay, I will take a birth as my own devotee. And I will try to taste that nectar that all of you are tasting of separation from Krishna. That special rasa that you are enjoying so much, and you are telling me that I cannot because I am the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but as Supreme Personality of Godhead, I can do anything and everything. I can take incarnation as my own devotee. I can take incarnation. Srimati Radharani challenged him of the heart, that you have a heart of Krishna, you have a heart of Purusha. You don't have a heart of devotee. That's why you cannot taste what we can taste. So Krishna fires back. He says, I will take incarnation, I will take birth with a heart of devotee. The supreme devotee. Who is the supreme devotee? Radharani. Radharani is the supreme devotee. So he challenges her back that I will appear as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and I will taste that nectar that you are tasting, all of you gopis. Radharani, of course, is tasting most of it, but all the gopis are in the mood of Radharani. They are all tasting. So Krishna is feeling left out, that instead of you all tasting and challenging me, I will take incarnation to taste that nectar that you are tasting, and you're challenging me that I cannot. So Krishna comes, and you see the pastime now repeated, reversed. You see the slide? You saw Radharani looking into the Yamuna and seeing Krishna. Now, this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is looking inside Yamuna, and he is seeing Radharani. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu promises Srimati Radharani that as my own devotee, I will come to this very place. This Leela is Imlitala. So I will come to Imlitala only and taste that nectar. So when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu incarnated, he always wanted to go to Vrindavan. I want to go to Vrindavan. I want to go to Vrindavan. One time, they were just going on a Harinam Sankirtan, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got in some kind of a mood. And there was Ganga flowing. They were still in Navdeep Dham. And out of his mood, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asked Nityananda, is this Yamuna? Have we reached Vrindavan? By this time, Nityananda had had enough. He said, yes, it's Yamuna. Go, jump in. You know Nityananda's mood. He is out of the book. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu jumps in the Ganga, and somehow or other crosses and comes out the other side. And When he comes out the other side, Advaitacharya is standing right there. And he asks, "Oh, Advaitacharya, when did you come to Vrindavan?" Advaitacharya laughs at him. "This is not Vrindavan. I am in Shantipur at my home." So now Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is mad at Nityananda. "Why did you tell me that this is Yamuna?" He said, "Well, what do you want me to tell you? You know, Yamuna mixed into Ganga at Prayagraj. So if you're going to ask me for Yamuna here, then where is Yamuna? Yamuna is in Ganga." Once at the Triveni Sangam, they have mixed. Then where is Yamuna? There is no more Yamuna. Ganga is Yamuna. So I did not give you wrong information. So he saved himself, but the samambonam is that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always wanted to go. His mother did not allow him to go. That no, you cannot go to Vrindavan, you cannot go and settle in Vrindavan. So he went to Puri, but he still didn't go to settle in Vrindavan, but he went to Vrindavan. So when he went to Vrindavan, who knows where he lived? Anybody knows where he lived in Vrindavan? At Akrura Ghat. Have you heard of Akrura Ghat? Who's heard of Akrura Ghat? Have you had darshan of Akrura Ghat? You bring everybody to Vrindavan when I'm there, and I'm going to take them around to give them darshans of all the special, important, holy places. Akrura Ghat is the name of the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu resided. But residing means sleeping. Most of us reside somewhere at our particular address, but we just go there to sleep. All day we're not there. We go there to sleep, and we call it our residence. So that way, the residence of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was Akrura Ghat. He slept there, took a bath. Akrura Ghat is right at the bank of Yamuna. He took a bath there, and he picked up and went to Imlitala. This is Imlitala. You see in front of you. So at 4 a.m., Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would check out from Akrura Ghat and come to Imlitala and chant his 64 rounds sitting in this place from 4 a.m. to 12 noon. Remembering that pastime, trying to taste that nectar that Srimati Radharani and gopis were tasting. That was the main, one of the main purposes of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanting to go to Vrindavan. Because of that challenge and that promise that he had given to Srimati Radharani, he wanted to go back there and taste that nectar. So, thank you very much. There is a lot more. There is like 300 slides in this show and a lot more pastime. But we would like to, for today, just wrap it up here. If anybody has any quick questions, we can take. You do have time to take question? Nobody has a question? Oh, there is.
Hare Krishna, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wonderful hearing about Radharani. I find that there's a little bit of a contradiction, like in Srila Prabhupada, that he writes in Srimad Bhagavatam, I think it's 1.8, Canto 1.8, just before Bhishma's prayers, I think. He writes that women are less intelligent. And then I think a few verses later, there's some comparison, and then he says women and Shudras are not allowed to do something. So he actually kind of says women and Shudras are not allowed to do something. I don't remember what it was. But I mean, in Christianity, women on the pulpit.
What is the question?
The question is, the contradiction is that here we have Radharani, she's our topmost devotee, and we're all considered Radhanugas and followers of Radharani.
Yes.
But again, Prabhupada is like directly criticizing a whole class.
But also, so many places, Srila Prabhupada has also said that the soul has no gender. What is a woman and what is a man? Am I a man? I am in a man's body right now. I am not a man. Actually, we are all women. And there is one man. Right? We are Krishna devotees, it should be very easy for us to understand that we are all women, he is one man. The other way to understand is soul is soul. Soul has no gender. Anybody who is in a woman's body today can take birth again, please forgive me, but can take birth as a man. It's not coming from me, it's coming from Guru Sadhu Shastra. So we should not be so stuck upon the bodies. Srimati Radharani will also look at that way. Another explanation of who Srimati Radharani is the feminine part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. She is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Feminine side of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, less intelligent, more intelligent, all of these are external things, more based on experience. And women who don't get to go out, women who don't get to go to school, are not educated, they do not read the Bhagavad Gita and so on. Srila Prabhupada said that among the devotees, there is no difference between men and women. My daughters are just as intelligent or sometimes more intelligent than my sons, referring to his disciples. So that's the main thing. That's what we should pay attention to, that all of these identification for us, those who understand the soul, I am not a man and somebody else is not a woman. It is the body. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to Imlitala to taste that nectar that Srimati Radharani challenged him about. And now he is a woman. He is looking for Krishna. Whose devotee is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Is he a Krishna devotee or Radharani devotee? No, he is a Krishna devotee. He taught us Krishna Bhakti or Radharani Bhakti? Krishna Bhakti. In the mood of Radharani, so he is teaching Krishna Bhakti. So, of course, we don't call ourselves Krishna Bhakta or Radharani Bhakta. We are neither. We are not Krishna Bhaktas, we are not Radharani Bhaktas. We are the Bhaktas of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Radha Krishna Nahi Anya. We are the devotees of both of them together. So all this women identification and male identification, this is all Vedas. It's all superficial. It is not soul deep, because the soul does not have a gender. Okay? Thank you very much. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Nitai Gaur Premanande.
So I want to make a special announcement. Although Akrura Prabhu lives very far away in Vancouver, it's on the west coast, a whole different country too, by the way, in Canada, but him and his family, their heart is with our new temple. They have donated $51,000. If you go to the temple, we have crates of these tiles. Those all tiles came from his company in Vancouver. And in the name of, you, if you look at the boxes, it says Hari Stones. You see? So it's such beautiful that the devotee company and the Akrura Prabhu himself, who's been coming here for many years. He came, 12 years ago, and he did a beautiful katha. And today he took us straight to the spiritual world. And his heart is with us and supporting this project. And so we're all very grateful to Akrura Prabhu and his whole family. His brother Adidev Prabhu also came here personally. He's an expert also on tiling, and he gave us a lot of professional guidance on how to do it, not just donation. But so their heart is with us. And we have the most beautiful Shri Gaunita. And today we learned we are not Krishna devotees or Radha devotees. We are devotees of Gauranga Mahaprabhu. And so, of course, they are leading by example. And so let us thank him and his whole family with loud Haribol! 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 We're most grateful to you for everything you've given us, and nectar, and just so much support for this project. And we hope that it definitely has inspired so many devotees to also come forward. So it means a lot. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
We can continue this if somebody wants to make an arrangement somewhere to continue the show at somebody's home or another program.
Yes. Akrura Prabhu is mentioning that it may be possible if somebody wants to continue this katha, if you want to host it in your home in the evening, one of the weekdays, you can talk to us and we can see if we can accommodate. So if you're interested, please let us know. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, His Grace Akrura Prabhu ki, Jai. Hare Krishna. So prasadam will be served outside. Please do not bring the plates inside the temple room. Plenty of room outside. Hare Krishna.